First question's from Dave Vassegh. Go ahead.
Hi, Dave.
Good afternoon.
Just curious, Clayton continues to be Clayton, but seems to be doing it in different ways. How impressive is it to see him find different ways to get the job done?
It's very impressive. I think that, Clayton, I think in the best possible way can be stubborn at times, and we all know that. But understanding his arsenal and knowing he has so many above average weapons, just to evolve and understand that being able to attack guys in different ways has just made him just as effective, if not more. So it's actually fun to watch that evolution, because now there's kind of no one book, whether lefty or righty, to kind of game plan against Clayton now.
And is today just a scheduled day off for Seager?
Yeah. It's we're in a nice little stretch here, and get him a day off after the night game, and then he'll play all four the next 7 games going into the next off day.
What do you like about having Lux at short and having Taylor at second instead of vice versa?
I think that I know that both guys can play short. I think that Gavin's getting a bulk of the time at second base, but I don't want to lose sight of the fact that he can still play short. And when I do get the opportunity, I think I like to run him over there with Seager's off days. And also I like getting Chris at second base once in a while too.
Okay. And one final thing for you, Dave. Muncy's been walking a lot. Recently, in the last 9 games, he has 12 walks, but on the flip side, he only has 1 hit. With everything considered where he hits in the order, do you feel like teams are pitching around him? Is he being too selective? What do we make of that?
I think teams are pitching around him. And I think the bottom line is, if you look at the line, the OPS is something that I personally, we value as an organization. It's in line of where it needs to be, and certainly above average. And so he's keeping the line moving, and guys behind him have got to continue to get hits. Will Smith did that last night. Missed CT for a few days back, a week ago. So having him there. So my encouragement is for Max to just continue to swing at strikes and take balls. And if they give him the walk, take the walk, and he'll get hits. So I just like where he's at right now.
Thank you, Dave.
Yep.
Next question is from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave. Is Victor full go today, and what's up with Mitch White?
Victor is a full go, and Mitchell will be active and kind of ready to go, and we're going to option. I think Mitchell's active, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Mitchell is the COVID. I think it's the vaccine. I think that's what it is. So the move we did make is Victor for DJ Peters. That was the move we made. But Mitchell will be, he's in the mix. How about that?
That works. You have Lux batting second. What do you kind of like there from him?
I just want to get Gavin going. I think that he missed some time as at the outside after on the DL, and was swinging the bat well. And Sonny Gray is a guy that can spin it. I like the left-handers in there. I just want to give Gavin opportunities to take at bats, and I believe he's going to have some good ones today.
You guys listed your probables for Milwaukee. You have TBD for Friday. Does that mean officially kind of a bullpen game?
That's kind of the thought right now. I don't know who's going to start, but I think it's fair to say right now it'll be a bullpen game.
And pardon my pun here, but was having Dustin May pitch on May 1st part of the master plan?
As far as which team?
No, just a pun with his last name, pitching on May 1st.
No, Juan. Nice try.
I
like it.
Next question's from JB Hoornstra. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave. Just generally, what have you seen from Gavin this year, both at the plate and in the field, that is different from what you saw from him early last year?
I think Gavin is a little quick. I think he's they're spinning him a little bit, velocity late. He's coming out of the ground a little bit instead of staying in the ground. That's a little probably too technical, but for me, I just want him to just see the baseball, hit it hard through the middle of the field, and everything else take care of itself. So I think that there's been a little bit of out in front of breaking balls, behind on the fastball. So that just tells me you're a little kind of caught in the middle, caught in between. So for me, it's just get back to the basics and hit the ball hard through the middle. And if he does that, I think he'll be fine.
Last season obviously was weird in a lot of ways. And I'm just wondering, with Gavin specifically, was he not given the playing time ultimately because he was like legitimately that far behind coming out of summer camp? Or was it because it's 60 games and you got to win now and there just really wasn't enough time to let him work through it like maybe you do have this year?
Combo.
Okay.
I think if you want to go back, there was a situation where he was a late arrival to summer camp, and once he got there, he wasn't right. So the season was starting and we just didn't have the time. And so just to be quite frank, there were just better options in that moment in time. And we were a pretty good ball club last year. So unfortunate for Gavin, but he did the best he could. And that's why for this year, I'm just excited that he can have the runway he's earned.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Next question is from Mike DiGiovanna. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, it's been a bit of a choppy start for Mookie. I'm just wondering what you're sort of seeing in his at-bats and if you're seeing any kind of frustration creep in.
I think, I think that when you're as talented as he is, and you hit at the top of the order, you do feel that sense of, if I get going, then I think that offense will follow. Very uncharacteristic, the swings out of the strike zone. So for me, that's trying a little too hard. I think for me, it's just let the game come to you. When they throw in the strike zone, get your A swing off. And if they don't, take it. And so knowing that we have other guys that still need to do their jobs. So Mookie's going to be fine. The line will be where it is. His career line will be where it's at. So it's just one of those funks that he's going in. But he still goes out there and competes every single at bat. That's just, why I love the player.
His last swing last night, it was almost hard to tell if it was at a really bad chase or if he may have been protecting on a pitch that might have been called a strike. The umpiring has been a little shaky, it seems like. Is this sort of messing with some guys?
Mike, you know me. I don't like to kind of use the umpires, but I think that when there are inconsistencies or a wider zone, and it does make hitters second guess, that's reality. But I do think that last one, it was just a bad chase, and I think Mookie will be the first to tell you that.
Okay, thanks.
I got one more. Go ahead, Juan.
Hey, Dave, no more bad jokes for me today, I promise. But do you know who's on your taxi squad for the road trip?
I don't right now. I'm hoping Cabert's there. I'm looking forward to seeing Cabert. So I think Cabert will be with us. There's going to be some pitching. It's going to kind of be contingent on the vaccines. One, I'll make sure that our guys get it out to you shortly.
Cool. Thank you, Dave.